Last project, because we talked about architects' role changing, and we have an organization called AMO, and I also had the chance to deal with some of the non-architectural commissions. I was in charge of the exhibition for Prada, a fashion brand, and exhibition was about their history of their skirts, 100 skirts. In the beginning, because the skirts feature often is more expressed while someone is wearing and of course moving, we thought how we can show that movement effectively. But we looked at this kind of flat mannequin that exists on your airline counters and so on. We thought that the catwalk picture of the models actually represents the movement of the skirts in a very effective way. So only thing we did is to enlarge the picture to 2.5 times of the real human being so that the skirts come in your face. So the people has to walk through the forest of legs and skirts. I have to say the team was just men. Yep. So this is the reality. We cladded the other side of the flat mannequin, so-called, in mirror, so that from the back side you only see the silhouette of the movement, which we thought it was also interesting. But we also had some kind of a cynical idea that fashion is all about vanity. We thought that by providing a mirror, you could also see yourself. You can see people a little bit confused. Another issue was that Prada skirts were very different in each collection, each year. So there wasn't a consistent style. So we thought it was nice to show its character and communicate its character instantly. So I show you some of them. This was kind of a traveling exhibition, so we knew that it was going to travel to another location. So we thought it was nice to use almost like a kind of space-saving technique. But what it does is to vacuum pack the skirts and showing its plan. Because the skirts, you often see it, of course, in its elevation, people wearing or hung, but you never see the plan. So we chose the skirts that has an interesting plan and vacuum packed so that it can easily travel to a next location. Another one, there are some skirts that have a really thick fabric or three-dimensional cut that it's standed by its own without any support. So we showed them as if they're a sculpture, like this. So you see, it immediately communicates the feature of the skirts. Another one, when the skirts had interesting pleats, we used a ceiling fan motor to rotate them. And again, we used the mirror to see the underside of the skirts, every man's dream. But you didn't have to feel awkward because you're reading the text. I don't know if this... okay. We also decided to do the exhibition in the store because we didn't want to do it in a museum, because because we thought that fashion is still a fashion, not never an art. Another one, we use the mechanism of the car wiper. So it acts with a battery, so it has no electricity code. So this is hung and you have no electricity code, so people don't know what's happening. So again, you can see the underside of the skirt without any hesitation. In the end, that was implemented to a pavilion that we designed for Prada called Transformer. Prada wanted to do 4 events, art, fashion, film, and local student event. So we made a plan, a shape that is designated to an event. For example, this is fashion, this is film, and then made into a kind of a 3-dimensional object connected by a membrane. So this was how it was. So each time, every 2 weeks, the event changed. So we rotated as the event changed. So this was the film, this was the art, it was the local student event. And the first event was actually this skirt exhibition that I designed. So it was implemented. But what we did this time was that these mannequins that I showed you is walking on the future floor, because this building will be rotated in the future. So I wanted to express the fact that these shapes will be your future floor. And it was a kind of interesting idea, so it was done. But one of the most beautiful moments of this building, in my opinion, came because of this outrageous idea. Just to mount those mannequins, they had to build this kind of scaffold, which almost looked like a Pyrenean space. And then all these kind of workers delivering the legs, one by one. 50 more to go. And of course, it went overnight because it was a lot of work, but it was very beautiful at night too. And it was quite successful. Thank you.